It's Week 18 of the National Football League. And up next, we'll see the veteran Jonnu Smith. He's going to be a busy man in the passing game. It's the Bengals and the Bucs on Sunday night primetime.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started. And off we go from Tampa. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long. Now a give, left side, Brown with it. Fights through, and now a crease. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, Week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The Bengals coming in looking for win number 10 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Short throw into the hands of Jordan. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Play action. Now Williams. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. This is Brown going up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
They'll look to throw for it with Williams. Touchdown! Stephon Diggs, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Bengals are on the board first here on the road in Tampa.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it's finished off by the touchdown by Stephon Diggs.
The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
You talk about this Bengals defense.
They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a give. It's Hubbard going left.
Shedding the tackle that gives him some room. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now here's Young. Flushed out right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Young will set to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Watson now to throw.
This pass left side to Downs.
And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
Steps away to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Running right, here's Brown. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Off the play fake, it's Williams.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
On play action, here's Williams. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Bucs are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys. Really?
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD. Extra point attempt here still to come. And it's good to make it 14-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bucs ready to take over once again. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the... What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now Young. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. Ethan Evans on now to punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 18. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw is Williams. Finding Hardman here over the middle. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Here now, 3rd and a yard. An inside give, Brown. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll go play action here with Williams. Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Throwing is Williams. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. To throw, it's Williams. On the out route, he finds Hardman. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Throwing again here, Williams.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Let's go now.
Throwing, Young. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So we reach only 2 quarters of football left in the regular season. Everybody's excited to get to the playoffs. So excited that we're just going to skip right over halftime and get back to the action. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin this third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Young now. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Young. Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Jet sweep. Here's Pickens with it. And he works free. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. George Pickens, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bucs get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Right back to Brown. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. They'll fake the give. Now Williams. He'll buy some time right. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
2nd down, another chance for Hubbard. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Let's go now.
Young. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Here's Williams. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards in a first. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now in Tampa. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 65 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Yeah, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And this will be caught by Brown. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. To the air, Williams. And down he goes. A Buccaneers sack. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. To throw, Young. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Here's Young. He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go, sack. Huh.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Completes this one to Pickens. Well, if you've been waiting all day for this Sunday nighter's been worth the wait. It's 3rd down here. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Young will set to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back.
They'll come up now. 2nd and 9.
Again, it's Young. And his throw is incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
Here we go. Set, go.
Now Young.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
A 43-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good, and they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
They'll run on 3rd down with Brown.
And he will have a Bengals 1st down, and it's celebration time on that sideline, and they've earned it.
Ready up.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go.
Set.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So this one in the